You are the average of the 5 people you spend time with, and so is your wallet. When was the last time you made a big purchase? I'm not talking about your groceries or gas, but something that made you pause for a second. A new phone, a flight for that vacation you've been dreaming of, or maybe a ridiculously expensive night out. Before you pulled out your card, who did you talk with about it? Whose Instagram post did you see that made you think, I want that too? What if I told you that the decision might have been less your idea than you think? There's a quiet force shaping your financial life, working so deep in the background you probably don't even notice it. It's not the stock market, it's not inflation, it's not your boss. It's the people you eat with, the friends in your group chat, and the family you see every weekend. You may have heard the old saying from motivational speaker Jim Rohn, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. We usually think about that in terms of habits or ambition. But today we're talking about where it hits you the hardest, your wallet. Think about this for a second. A recent study found that 1/3 of people admitted to spending money they hadn't planned to, all because of pressure from their friends. Even crazier, nearly 2/3 have completely blown their budget just to be part of a social activity. This isn't just about caving to a friend who wants to go to a fancy dinner. This is a deep, psychological current that can pull your entire financial future off course. We're wired to keep up with the lifestyles we see, whether that's in person or through the picture-perfect highlight reels on social media. The pressure to match what others are spending on everything from restaurants to clothing and vacations. It's one of the biggest reasons people overspend. So, could your friends, the people you trust and admire the most, be secretly and completely unintentionally costing you a fortune? The answer is almost definitely yes. But by the end of this video, you'll understand why it happens and exactly what you can do about it. The invisible weight of your social circle. Let's talk about a guy named Alex. Alex is doing fine. He's got a great job, he saves a little bit each month, and he's generally pretty responsible with his money. But lately he's been feeling, well, behind. His group of friends seems to be living on another planet. There's Mark, who's just got a new car and of course posts about it constantly. There's Sarah, who seems to be jetting off to a new country every few months. Even his co-workers are always talking about the hot new restaurant where a single meal costs what Alex budgets for a week's groceries. Alex doesn't want to be left out. That fear of missing out, FOMO, is a killer. So he starts to stretch his budget. He says yes to those expensive dinners, even though they gave him a knot of anxiety in his stomach. He finds himself scrolling through vacation packages he knows he can't afford, telling himself he deserves it. He sees his friends making risky bets on trendy stocks, and terrified of being the only one who misses out on the next big thing, he throws some money into it without doing a shred of research. This isn't just a story, it's happening to millions of us. We are wired to belong, and that means we're naturally conformed to the norms of our group to stay in good standing. Psychologists call this normative influence. It's why you might buy a certain brand or go to a popular bar even if you're not that into it. Then there's informational influence. When you're not sure what to do, especially with money, we look to our peers for clues. If everyone in your circle is leasing a new car, your brain starts to think, well, I guess that's the normal smart thing to do. The people you surround yourself with set your financial baseline. Their spending becomes your benchmark. Their attitude towards debt, savings, and investing slowly seeps into your own thinking. If your friends see money as something to be spent and enjoyed right now, you're probably going to adopt that same mindset. But if they see it as a tool to build freedom and security, that'll rub off on you too. That's the invisible weight of your social circle. It's quietly redefining what's normal, often without you even realizing it. The science of financial contagion. What Alex is feeling isn't just bad luck or a lack of willpower. It's a real phenomenon that economists call social contagion. It's the idea that behaviors, emotions, and even financial habits can spread through a social network like a virus. So, how does this actually work? First, there's social comparison. In the age of social media, this is on steroids. We're consistently bombarded with the biggest wins and flashiest purchases of our friends. When you see people posting from a 5-star resort in Bali, your brain doesn't stop to think, hey, maybe they went into debt for that. It just sees what they have and what you don't. Its constant comparison leads to impulse buys and lifestyle inflation, where your spending creeps up to match your friends, even if your income doesn't. Next up, there's groupthink or herd behavior. This one is especially dangerous when it comes to investing. The markets are driven by data, sure, but they're also massively swayed by emotion. When a group of friends all pile into a new cryptocurrency or a meme stock, it creates an informational cascade. Others jump in, not because they've analyzed the asset, but because they trust their group, or just because they don't want to be the only one who's left out if it moons. Research from places like Vietnam shows that new investors are incredibly susceptible to this kind of peer pressure from social media. Finally, there's social learning. We learn how to handle money by watching others, and our first teachers are usually our family and friends. If you grew up in a house where money was never talked about, you might carry that same awkwardness into your own lifestyle. If your friends treat their credit cards like an endless supply of free cash, you're more likely to pick up on that dangerous habit. But there's good news. This works both ways. If your friends are disciplined savers who openly talk about their investment strategies and celebrate paying off debt, these positive behaviors are just as contagious. One study on retirement savings found that when a few employees learned about the benefits of a savings plan, participation went up not from them, but from their colleagues who didn't even attend the training. The aha moment is realizing this influence is happening all the time, whether you're aware of it or not. So the real question is, are your friends influencing you towards wealth or towards debt? Taking back control. How to audit and adjust your inner circle. So what do you do? The answer isn't just to ditch all your friends who spend more than you. That's not realistic, and frankly, it would be a very lonely way to live. The real solution is about awareness and intentionality. It's about building a financial life that's strong enough to resist the bad influences while actively seeking out the good ones. Step 1. The financial audit of your 5 people. First things first, you need to be brutally honest with yourself. Grab a piece of paper and write down the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, next to each name, jot down their general vibe about money. Are they a saver or a spender? Do they talk about their financial goals or just their latest purchases? This isn't about judging them. It's about identifying the financial currents you're swimming in every day. You might realize that your whole circle is geared towards spending, or that nobody talks about saving for their future. Just seeing this on paper is a game changer. It takes the influence out of the dark and into the light. Step 2. Set and communicate your boundaries. Once you know where you stand, you need to master the art of the positive no. You don't have to kill your social life to save money. You just have to be the one to redirect it. When your friends suggest a pricey restaurant, don't just say no, but be the one who offers a great alternative. Man, that place is a little out of my budget this month, but I've been dying to try out this amazing taco spot downtown. Want to check it out instead? Or, hey, we could do a potluck at my place. This sets your boundaries without making anyone feel bad. You're still being social, but you're doing it on your terms. Step 3, diversify your social portfolio. Just like your investments, you shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. This doesn't mean getting rid of your old friends. It means deliberately adding new people into your life who align with the goals that you have. If you want to get smarter with money, find communities built around that. Join an online investment forum. Go to a local meetup for entrepreneurs. Start a book club focused on finance and personal growth. When you intentionally put yourself in the room where people are talking about building wealth, those conversations become your new normal. Their mindsets will start to rub off on you, acting as a powerful counterweight to the spend-happy friends in your life. Step 4, becoming your own strongest influence. Ultimately, the goal is to build your own financial foundation so that you're the battleship, not the canoe being tossed around by every social wave. This comes from having a clear, written financial plan. Know your goals, have a budget, Automate your savings and investing so it happens without you thinking about it. When you're confident in your own financial plan, the spending habit of others becomes just noise. You can be genuinely happy for your friend's new car because you know it doesn't impact your own journey. Your security isn't tied to their choices, it's tied to yours. Getting a handle on these social influences is a journey, not an overnight fix. But the most important step is the one you take right now. If this video has hit home for you and you're ready to build a financial life on your terms, then hit the subscribe button. We're building a community of people who want to help each other make smarter, more intentional money moves. And for your first action step, head down to the comments and share one thing you're going to do this week. Maybe you'll suggest a cheaper dinner spot, or maybe you'll join a new online finance group. Let's learn from each other. The people around you are shaping your financial future. One conversation, one dinner, one vacation at a time. You can't escape their influence, but you don't have to be the victim of it. That influence can be positive, pushing you towards your goals, or it can be negative, pulling you further away. By simply being aware of these forces, you can start making conscious choices. You can have those tough but necessary conversations. You can set boundaries that protect your future. You can actively find friends who inspire you to be better, to save more, invest smarter, and think bigger. The quality of your life and the health of your wallet is a reflection of the standards of your peer group. So take a look around. And if you don't like what you see, know that you have all the power you need to change it. Your financial future is too important to leave up to average. Make it exceptional. If you're new to my channel or returning for fresh insights, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Until next time, I'm Christine. Thank you for committing to a life of freedom, choice, and abundance through financial literacy. Until next time, bye for now.